Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Supercar Diaries. Oh, I can just imagine what's going on in the commenting section, but give me a minute. This is the SF90. It is Ferrari's first for everybody production hybrid supercar. We have to say this is a serious supercar hypercar. It has all that performance, but in here you can also have the best world of luxury. Yes, we have the LaFerrari, but the LaFerrari was limited to a certain amount of numbers. This car is available for everybody that has the money to put that down. There is something that both of these have in common. They can really go ape on the track. The speed is insane. But then the SF90 can do this. Now the reason why I said front wheel drive is because this car has got 3 electric motors and 2 of them are placed at the front, which means it can drive in an all-electric mode. You're hearing all kinds of noises because there's no thundering V8 at the back. In a totally silent Ferrari. Ferrari says you can get about 25 roughly kilometers when you drive it nicely with the battery by itself. And there's more electric in this car, not just those motors. It's got electric steering, it's got electric brakes, which means between the brake pedal and the actual brakes, there's only a wire and a computer, no physical connection. Probably mostly use it when leaving the house early in the morning, not to wake up the kids or the wife. But since this is a Ferrari, let's throw her into life. Oh. You're asking yourself, who's doing what? What's electric? What's combustion? What's the relationship between the two, and are they understanding each other? So you're expecting enjoyment in my face when I'm trying to figure out this car. This hybrid car with a 3.9 litre twin turbocharged V8 engine, wait for it, that has been bored into a now 4 litre, as we said, really lying down in the bosom of this car. I've never seen a car with an engine placed so low. And that 4 litre twin turbocharged V8 produces 770 kilowatts by itself, and the electric motors combined will give you 230 with a whopping, mind-bending, nose hair pulling, out of your mind 1,000 horsepower. That it'll give you to all 4 tires, thank the Lord for that, through an 8-speed double clutch gearbox. Zero to 100, 2.5 seconds. 200, 6.7. Top speed, 340. Wow, the speed is insane. I feel that it's a little bit longer than the F8, but I can't say for sure. It's mostly because of the elongated nose and the fact that it has a sort of inward slant in the middle section. It also has the same S-duct air inlet system in the front, similar to the 488 Pista, chasing that air over the bonnet, over the car. This car obviously working the aerodynamics to 400 kilograms of pressure at about 250 kilometers per hour, which is a really good thing. mid-slip angle control that Ferrari offers you as well, just making sure that the car stays properly in a straight line, and when a drift comes, that obviously she doesn't misbehave. I mean, this is a stock standard version, it's a base model, which means there are hardly any exciting bits on this. This is about as bare as you're ever gonna see an SF90. What do you guys think about the look on this car? The front lip of this car, I think, could do with a little bit more carbon fiber. Also, these fins on the side, this little bit over here. But I think all of those things are going to happen once we get our fingers on it. On the top side of the hood, just underneath the window, there's this black portion over here. Now, in the Ferrari 812 Superfast, we have a carbon fiber section that fits in nicely under there on the Ferrari F8 as well. Let's talk about the wheels. What do you guys think about the wheels in this car? I feel that they almost a little bit small. I feel this car could do with a set of different wheels, just a different look. I loved what we did with the F8 in that grey with the golden rim. I suppose this car can look equally awesome if it had the same. I love the fact that it has really strong, encouraging red braking calipers. That looks super sexy, obviously clamping its teeth onto those carbon ceramic brakes. Moving on along the side, just look how much space there is between the top of the wheel and the wheel arch. It's just, it looks like it's going to climb a pavement, and that really should change. Nice large mirrors so you can see who's behind you. Could add a touch of carbon there, in my humble opinion. Then you've got this sort of machined mesh on either side of that, and similar that you have on the 488 Pista, there's the cavity in the back of the car for the airflow. Above that, of course, this sort of winged area where also the spoiler is an active spoiler to give it even more downforce. When it comes to the utmost rear of the car, you can see the two centered tailpipes on each side coming out, just looking, I mean, typical for Ferrari. And I love the fact that they are quite big, even on this very, very standard one. There is a big diffuser at the back of this car. I really think that would look fantastic in carbon fiber as well. Right at the back, looking at it from the backside, you can see that this car has different taillights. Now, our SF90 might be a hybrid, but she still has that 4-litre twin turbocharged V8 resting really deep in her bosom. So we obviously want to know, how loud is this engine in stock form? 105.4 decibel, not very loud. I think that plane is nearly louder. Very, very lively. There's a lot of the job that the driver is actually doing is being taken over. The car's doing the thinking for you. And however great that might be, you're sort of asking yourself the question whether that's not maybe a little bit of a pity. Ferrari's always been a driver's car, but right now it feels like there's so much computing in place. Maybe some of that's been taken away. Now, the interior of the SF90 has been totally redesigned. It's a nice touch of leather. I love the red stitching. The seats look really, really great. I absolutely love this duct over here with a sort of honeycomb look at the back. Looks like an air vent over here. The emblem engraved into the leather there, stitched this beautiful prancing horse. And then this Alcantara bit with the red sort of accents. Just really love that. And one of the big things they've changed is making things more digital. Now, the big screen over here has got a 16-inch touch screen. They've kept the iconic big centerpiece. That, of course, a lovely looking screen, also slightly caved in there so you can just see through the steering wheel. Now, the steering wheel by itself, we have to say, is also totally been revolutionized. A brand new steering wheel for the SF90, and it's got, get this, touch pads. You can now scroll around and activate and deactivate various things by simply touching areas on the steering wheel. Even the start of the engine is now merely a little light that you can touch. Then that 4-litre twin turbocharged engine will jump up into life. The Manettino switch is, thank God, still a manual one, which you can turn here, but then there is quite a sense of occasion going up on your digital display over here, which is so exciting. I love it when a car makes a bit of an occasion from selecting your different driving modes. And here with the Manettino switch, you have that on here. I'm not 100% sure about the touch pads on here. I think the steering wheel is a very emotional thing. It's an aesthetic thing, something you touch. And maybe if you're doing a longer journey and you're not racing and you want to just rest your hands somewhere on the wheel, you might eventually just brush over something, and who knows if you maybe activate or deactivate something. Paddles situated at a perfect position, good rake and reach. The seats are comfortable, at least from the amount of time I've spent in this car. But one of the great things Ferrari has done with the SF90 is they've really given us this gorgeous gear selector lever down there that harkens back to an era where we had manual shifters. Probably that's a really, really nice touch. And then just under the SF90 Stradale logo over here, you have another screen similar to what you have in some of the other Ferraris, where your passenger can see all kinds of information about how fast you're driving and so on and so forth. Try not to throw up. This looks like a Zippo. Let me just do my cigar there, my Ferrari cigar. Yeah, not that exciting. It's it looks very valuable. Don't want to drop it. They've moved this right down over here in the center, and you can really place this key all the way in there, and it rests firmly in that cavity. But here's the problem: can't get it out. It's really quite the task to get it out. I can't get it out. Let us know in the comments what you guys thought about this car, what you thought about the looks on it, about the way it goes, what it sounds like. And as we said before, do let us know what you think we should be changing on it. We'd love to hear your comments. If you haven't yet, subscribe to our channel and also follow us on Instagram at Novitec Group, or me personally at Björn de Kock. I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.